What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United are back in action in the Europa League semi-final second leg up against Athletic Club at Old Trafford. 8 p.m. kickoff tomorrow. Manager is Ernesto Valverde, and in terms of United, we are coming away with a 3-0 win against Athletic Club away from home, so that's a really good result for us, so we have to build on that. But in terms of some insights for the match, let's get into some insights, pull them up for you now. So in all major European competitions, only one side has ever won the first leg of a two-legged knockout tie away from home by 3+ goals and failed to progress, with Maccabi Tel Aviv doing so against Olympiacos in the 2023-24 UEFA Conference League last 16, 4-1 away win and a 6-1 home defeat after extra time. In the previous 5 matches between Manchester United and Athletic Club, there have been 22 goals, 4.4 per game, with the Red Devils scoring 12 and conceding 10. All 5 of those matches have seen at least 3 goals scored. Athletic Club have lost 7 of their 9 previous away games against English sides in all European competitions, winning 1 and drawing 1. Although their most recent was a 3-2 win over Manchester United in March 2012 in the Europa League. Manchester United are unbeaten in their last 13 Europa League games this season, winning 8 and drawing 5, and could become only the 7th side to reach the competition's final without ever losing a match en route, after Benfica, Chelsea, Inter, Villarreal, Frankfurt and Bayer Leverkusen. After losing the first leg 3-1 at home, Athletic Club could lose both their home and away legs of a knockout tie in major European competition for only the 3rd time, after the 1967-68 Intercities Fairs Cup quarter-final against Ferencvárosi TC and the 2017-18 Europa League last 16 against Marseille. So there's some insights for you. It's looking good for Manchester United because, of course, we are coming away with the 3-0 win, but because we scored 3 goals at their gaff, they could also come around and score 3 goals at Old Trafford as well. I wouldn't put it past this Manchester United side, because defensively we have been really poor, at home, away from home, in the league, we've been really poor. But in terms of some recent form for Athletic Club, they are coming away with a 0-0 draw in La Liga against Real Sociedad, and of course before that they did lose to us 3-0. In terms of the starting 11, in terms of some team news for Athletic Club, Vivian, of course, is suspended after he got sent off against us last week. Sanket, Inaki Williams and Nico Williams are all injured and are ruled out for the game as well. So they're dangerous players. Sanket, Inaki Williams and Nico Williams, the 3 most attacking dangerous players, have been ruled out, so that's good for us. In terms of the starting 11, this is what I think is going to line up with. So Agi Reza Ballar in net, DeMarcos Paredes, Alvarez and Bechichi making up the back 4. De Galarreta and Quaguizar making up the 2 in midfield. Dejalo, Gomez and Berenguer making up the front 3 in behind Sanadi. So in terms of how Athletic Club like to play, of course, attacking with possession, they are direct and vertical. So Athletic often favour vertical progression off over slow build-up, looking to move the ball quickly through midfield. Long balls from the back or quick transitions through central midfielders are common. Wing play and overlaps. Heavy use of the wide areas with overlapping fullbacks, especially from the left in Bechichi. Wingers like Berenguer and Dejalo are key to stretching the defence and delivering crosses. Also, target man link-up play. A central striker like Sanadi plays a crucial role as a target for long passes or quick layoffs. Midfield support. Midfielders like Unai Gomez provide a creative threat, thrust and late runs into the box. The double pivot usually consists of one holder and one more box to box. So in terms of the final third, they like to deploy the use of overlaps involving wide plays, usually fullbacks making forward runs to get around the winger, providing an extra attacking option on the flank. Underlaps as well. When the winger receives the ball out wide, he will attract the opposition fullback. This opens up space between the fullback and the centre back, which allows their number 8 to make underlapping runs into the space. Many players in the box as well. The midfielders and wingers always look to look to make runs into the box when the ball is in the final third, often getting 4 or 5 players into these areas to create overloads as well. So the numerical advantages in the box increases their chance of connecting with the cross as more players present multiple targets for the crosser, making it harder for defenders to mark everyone effectively. So in terms of defending without possession, they have high pressing triggers. So Athletic press high, especially after losing the ball in advanced areas. Triggers include backward passes or hesitation from the opposition fullbacks. Compact mid-block as well. When the press isn't on, they drop into a compact 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1 shape. Lines stay tight vertically and horizontally, limiting central progression. Aggressive ball winning as well. Central midfielders are combative, often engaging early to break up play. Fullbacks are aggressive in stepping out to wingers, trusting centre-backs to cover behind, and defensive transitions very quick to collapse around the ball upon losing it. Organised counter-pressing, defenders are instructed to play proactively, often stepping into midfields to intercept. So in terms of the star man, obviously their 3 main players are out. The two William brothers, Inaki Williams and Nico Williams, and Sanket are out for them. So in terms of their star man, I think it's going to be Alex Berenguer. He's got 5 goals and 7 assists and in La Liga so far this season. He is going to be the most creative and attacking player in this side, and is one we have to look out for. Very dangerous in and around the box as well. So in terms of United, our last game, of course, we lost 4-3 to Brentford. We gave away really poor goals, has to be said, against Brentford. 4 really poor goals to give away, and we deserve to lose that game. We've been really poor in the league, but obviously in the Europa League we are unbeaten. In terms of before that, of course, we are coming away with a 3-0 win against Athletic Club, with Casemiro coming away with the opening goal, and then Bruno Fernandes scoring a penalty and then grabbing a goal just before half-time to basically put the tie to bed to make it 3-0. So Casemiro scored a well-timed header, capitalising on a set-piece opportunity. We can target them from set pieces, and then of course Fernandes doubled the lead by converting a penalty after a VAR review identified a foul on Rasmus Højlund by Danny Vivian. The penalty decision also resulted in a red card for Vivian, reducing Athletic Club to 10 men and further tilting the momentum in United's favour. Bruno Fernandes then steps up and puts the penalty away, and then Bruno Fernandes, just before half-time, scored his second goal of the match, finishing a swift attacking move. I think the goal effectively sealed the victory in the first leg, giving United a significant advantage heading into the second leg. Ugarte again provided the assist. Of course, he provided the assist for Casemiro's goal as well, and then he turns assister again with the assist with a cute back heel to send Bruno Fernandes through to slot home to make it 3-0. In terms of United team news, Dallo, Martinez, Heaven, Xerxes and Collier are all out, still with injuries. So in terms of United starting 11, this is who I think is going to line up with. This is my personal lineup, of course, not predicted or anything. So Onan, Rennet, of course, Mazraoui, Maguire and Euro making up the back 3. I'm hoping to see Mazraoui back. He was rested against Brentford, but hopefully he can come back against this game for Athletic Club. Ahmad making up that right wing-back position. He was, I think, caught lacking for Brentford's goal, and he didn't really get tight enough, for Brentford's fourth or third goal, I think. So defensively, of course, I think he needs to be a little bit better, but it's really nice to see him back in the side. We've missed him dearly when attacking forward anyway. Casemiro and Ugarte making up the double pivot, and then Dogu making up the left wing back position. Then a front 3 of Garnacho, Bruno and Højlund. And I've said my piece about this front 3, Garnacho, Bruno and Højlund. Personally, I don't think it's good enough, and personally I do think we need to go out and basically sign an entirely new front 3. But when the summer comes around, we'll get to that. But yeah, hopefully the front 3 can deliver. They did play well against Athletic Club in the first half, but it would have been nice to see, with Athletic Club down to 10 men, if United really went for the jugular and scored a 4th, 5th or 6th goal and effectively absolutely putting the tie to bed. If Athletic Club do get a goal back at Old Trafford early on, it's going to be really kind of nervy inside Old Trafford, because United, we haven't been good defensively. We shipped 4 goals against Brentford, shipped 4 against Newcastle as well. Defensively we haven't been good whatsoever this season, and of course scoring goals has been a problem for us as well. So in terms of Manchester United star man, of course I'm going to say is Bruno Fernandes. He creates the most chances for us. We rely on him the most. He's got our most goals and assists so far this season. In terms of how do you beat Athletic Club at Old Trafford. Of course, I want us to win. I wouldn't mind a draw, but I really want us to stay unbeaten. I don't want us to lose tomorrow. I want us to stay unbeaten, because we are unbeaten in the Europa League. So, hopefully that stays intact tomorrow. So how do you beat Athletic Club? Pace, power, strength, unpredictability on the counter-attack. I think, of course, using the three centre-backs to build up is going to be a good base, in my opinion. We need to get better at playing out from the back as well. So, of course, maintain composure and control possession. With a significant lead, United should focus on controlling the game's tempo through sustained possession. This approach minimises risk and forces Athletic to chase the ball, potentially leading to defensive lapses. Given Athletic's aggressive pressing style, especially in wide areas, United must ensure quick ball circulation and avoid unnecessary turnovers. Exploit Athletic's defensive vulnerabilities. So Athletic Club's pressing system often leaves space behind their defensive line. United can exploit these gaps by utilising quick transition. Players like Garnacho can be instrumental in swift counterattacks and targeting the flanks as well. Athletic's fullbacks pushing high, there may be opportunity to exploit the vacated space on the wings and then neutralise Athletic's pressing triggers as well. So Athletic relies on pressing triggers such as backwards passes or isolated ball carries to initiate their high press. To counter this, avoid predictable patterns. Varying the build-up play can prevent Athletic from setting pressing traps. Support the ball carrier as well. Ensure nearby players are available to receive passes, reducing the chance of turnovers as well. Leverage set-piece opportunities, given potential disruptions in Athletic's defensive organisation. Due to missing key players, set pieces can be a valuable avenue for Manchester United to score, to create scoring opportunities. And we did see that in the first leg. When Harry Maguire's on the wing for the first goal, man thinks he's turned into prime CR7, on the wing, beating his man twice and then delivering a really nice ball into Ugarte for a flick on, and then Casemiro gets on the end of the header at the back post to make it 1-0. Of course, I think from set pieces as well, from crosses and stuff, I think we can deliver we can score from set pieces and crosses as well. So of course, I think scoring early is going to be really important, especially to calm the nerves at Old Trafford. If people are going to be a little bit nervous, I think if Athletic do score first, then Old Trafford is going to be quite nervous, in my opinion. So if we can get the first goal, that would really, really help us a lot in terms of calmly and progressing into the final of the Europa League. Surely we can't mess this up. You know what I mean? Surely we can't. We've got a 3-0 goal advantage. Surely we can't mess this up. Surely we can't surely we can put this tie to bed tomorrow properly, and surely we can progress to the Europa League final. We're in a really good position, coming away with 3 away goals at Athletic Club, especially how they had I think the best defense in La Liga, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they had one of the best defenses in La Liga anyway, conceding the least amount of goals in La Liga. So surely we can't mess this up. And I am going for a 2-0 Manchester United win. Actually, no, I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go for a draw because every time I predict the win, sometimes we don't come away with the win. So I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think Athletic Club are going to score, but I think United are going to score as well. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong, and of course, hopefully we come away with the win. Scorers, I'm going to predict Bruno and Sanadi for Athletic Club. Anyway, that's it from me. Hopefully we do come away with the win, and hopefully we face Bodo Glimt in the final of the Europa League. Hopefully they can overcome Spurs tomorrow, because I don't want to be facing Spurs in the final. Anyway, if you enjoyed this preview, leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you after the match.